Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Virtue's Last Reward! In the previous episode, we solved this puzzle right here with the passwords. Now, apparently, it looks like my, my memo colors disappeared. What happened here? How come I'm not looking at my other code? That's odd. Very odd. That's odd. Very odd. The only reason I'm saying that's odd is because I thought I'd be looking at my other scribbles that I did to make the second password. But anyway, the other password was reminiscence. Apparently I'm just an idiot and I can't spell, because when I spelled it out, it actually was in order. I didn't have to do. There was no anagram there. I just misspelled it. Because I had R-M-E instead of R-E-M. And that's all I did wrong when I first spelled reminiscence. Yeah. Give me shit. Go ahead. Give me all your shit for not being able to spell. That's fine. That's fine. I don't like reminiscence is an easy word to spell. So I don't even care. All it was is I accidentally erased the wrong letters. Because it was two different E's. That's all that really screwed me up. Anyways, in the previous episode, we decided to do alternate paths and shit. Because... yeah, we got an ending. Actually, we got a real ending last episode where Kay basically ditched everyone and then we all died. Well, we all lived here happily ever after. Maybe dead. I don't know. And anyway, this time we went with the path with Alice and Luna. Also, one thing I want to do real quick. We picked up inside the safe in this room, the GAULEM Bay or whatever. Picked up this plug, which you can actually look at inside of the files. I guess that's it. It's just a picture of it. Okay. I thought it was going to be like words or something. Anyway, we got the key. Let's get the fuck out of here, shall we? I'm ready. I'm ready to get the hell out of here, man. We got what we need. We out. Go ahead. I'm all set. Here we go. Let's move on toward the next. What is it? The voting session. The next voting session is upon us after this. At least it should be. If it's anything like the last time, the next voting session should be upon us today. So let's do it.
Hold up, Governor.
What? What? Hello? Was that you, Luna?
No.
No? Then who the fuck said hold up, Governor?
You
Then
honestly
Alice?
think a voice that coarse could come from a throat as fine as this?
Yes, now shut up and tell me who came, what, huh? Then...
Oh yeah, that was me, mate.
Who?
Oi, over here.
Sigma, look! What is that?
Fucking what? The robot's talking.
Oh, blimey, that hurts.
The robot. There's robots that are alive. What?
Ain't right for a fellow's back to feel like this.
It's a robot.
And it's talking.
Yeah, it is.
With an accent.
Yeah, it is.
Can't help it, Flower. Didn't choose to talk like this. Not by half. Now, Alice, darling. Do I rightly recollect you characterising my speech as coarse? Why, that's right cruel it is. You really think I asked for this? See, they figured they'd give us all a, what you call them, personality.
Of course, a person with an English accent would think we all sound like country bumpkins.
Some tosser thought they'd give me this one. It ain't right, I tell you.
Okay. Some tosser, huh? So, what the hell are you?
Cooper.
Cooper? If you're a barrel maker, I'm an astronaut. You're not supposed to laugh, you're a robot. You shouldn't get jokes.
Right you are, me old son. Right you are. Well, go on. Have a butcher's, mate. What do I look like to you? Robot, you say? Oh, nearly there, but they call us golems round here.
Golem? Oh, I've heard of golems. They're sort of monsters, I guess, from Jewish folklore. They're made from clay, and they look like men. They're supposed to do whatever their master, or creator, or whatever commands them to do.
Well, aren't you a clever bird? You are, of course, correct. The golem of myth is a clay creation that moves under its own power. Our spellings are might different, though. The original blokes are spelt G-O-L-E-M, but me and me mates are G-A-U-L-E-M. That's an acronym for General Purpose Autonomous Labour Electronic Machine. And the truth to tell, it's a bit rubbish when you write it out all like that. But I figure they wanted to make sure they had the Golem thing in there, you know, more than us being robots and all.
So should I just call you Gollum?
That don't seem quite kosher. After all of me mates here are golems too. I couldn't very well call all of you lot human, could I?
You could, if you wanted.
What should we call you then?
Well, we've all got a product ID, and they're unique. I figure that's as good a name as any.
And your ID is?
GTM-CM-G-OLM.
That's way too long. We can't remember that.
Yeah, that's too many things.
What? You taking the mickey out of me? Never had a problem myself. Right then, let's just use the last bit, shall we?
G-O-L-M?
Gollum.
Come on, man, that's just Gollum.
Well, I'll be buggered. Can't say I ever noticed that before. Sure, it's a strange coincidence, isn't it?
Not really. That's probably how they named you guys. Anyway, alright. He's Gollum, or Golem. Alright. Golem. G-Olm, you said, Alice, darling, a little bit ago, right?
What? A gentleman can't say something nice to a pretty young bird, eh?
No, I don't care if you call her darling. What I'm saying is you called her Alice. How did you know her name?
Oh, she ain't the only one of you lot whose name I know.
Oh shit, he knows everyone's name, dude.
I know who you are, Sigma, and you too, Luna. I'm right familiar with all 9 of you.
How?
You don't know? Oh, they got cameras all over this place. Well, then again, the lenses aren't much bigger than a screw, and they're all hidden away. So I suppose I can't really blame you for missing them, huh? Now, as I was saying, there were these cameras, you see, and all of the data they record gets sent off to the mainframe in real time. So, I just gave the main core a ring, got those videos, and now I know everything you've done.
Okay, then...
Does that mean...
You're Zero Junior?
Cool, blimey. Are you bleeding serious? Oh, you gotta be off your box if you think I'm Young Master Zero. The Young Master is a right proper AI what supervises all the electronic bits and bobs in this place.
Okay.
My humble self, and those with the misfortune to be like me, are more akin to computer terminals who are merely borrowing a little bit of the central core.
So, Golems are kind of like Zero Junior's servants?
No, not quite, Governor, not quite.
Not quite, Governor. I love that he says Governor.
I'd say me and me mates here are more like arms and legs, right? Now, you lot don't have brains in your arms and legs, do you?
Of course not.
Right you are, missus. You'd be all sorts of nasty if your elbows and that lumpy bit on your ankle was all packed with brains.
Yeah, it would be nasty, wouldn't it?
Well, we're like your arms or legs. The Golem's seat of consciousness, so to speak, ain't in the head. Fact of the matter is, it's not anywhere in the body, which makes a fellow wonder, where is it?
In the mainframe?
Spot on. So that part of me what thinks is in the mainframe. Everything this here body sees and hears and what have you, that all gets sent back there. Then the mainframe does some sort of computery jiggery pokery and comes up with some decisions, and those decisions beget commands. Now those commands are sent over the wireless like whoop whoop whoop, and eventually my body picks them up.
Like whoop whoop whoop.
Finally, those commands cause actions what move the various bits in my body. That's why this thing's like a computer terminal, you see. The body's just an output device of sorts. If we were talking about one of them personal computers here, you could say a Golem's kind of like a monitor, right?
Huh? Oh, wait a minute. Then wouldn't that make you part of Zero Junior?
Well, I suppose you could say that. What with us sharing a mainframe and all. But I don't know shit all about this game he's running. That part of the mainframe's locked away from the rest of us. I'm an independent core. Zero and I are 2 different blokes. You recollect what Golem stands for, huh? I'm autonomous.
But if that's the case, your hands and feet analogy doesn't really make sense. My arms and legs aren't autonomous. They don't just move on their own.
You sure, Governor? I watched you cross your arms just now.
Huh?
And now you're frowning and your forehead's getting all wrinkly. Do you do these things on purpose? Well, when you crossed your arms, were you thinking, right then, let's cross them, shall we? Curl on down then, mouth. Oh, and eyebrows. I'd be much obliged if you'd squeeze in a bit. There's a good pair of blokes. That's what you was thinking, innit? No? Didn't reckon so. I figured you did all of that subconsciously. Ain't no man on earth who says to himself, feeling a mite nervous, I'll just twitch me leg around a bit, and who's thinking real hard about something and says to themselves, well, I think I'll just give the old loaf a scratch, that'll help. How's about when you reach for your tea? When you turn a page in your book? Or what about when your eyes just go straight for the pear on that bird you fancy? Yeah, the list goes on, me chums.
Straight for the pear that you fancy. Indeed. Can't really control that impulse, can we, guys? Can we? Well, you can. It just takes some conditioning.
But all of those things are your subconscious at work. True, when part of your body does something, it's because your brain said so. But that don't mean your conscious mind is involved. Fact is, it can't be. If your brain had to deal with all the piddly bits of living, it'd make you balmy. That's how us golems and the young master get along. You got it all sorted now, chums?
Sure.
Then you're saying that Zero Junior is the central part of the mainframe, and the golems are like his hands and feet?
Righto.
Okay. It's kind of weird, but all right. I can understand the analogy, or the comparison at least. So what the hell are we doing? That's the question. What are you and why are we? What is your purpose right now, sir?
Guess I shouldn't be talking about such heavy rubbish, eh? My shoulders are all stiff.
You're a robot. How can your shoulders get stiff?
And you said your back hurt earlier. Are you just messing with us?
Yes, I did. And no, I ain't. Me back is a right mess, it is. Last maintenance check, they just left me here. I've been on this bed here for years. The lubricant for me joints is all gummed up. Every time I move, it hurts.
But why did you wake up again after all this time?
Why do you think, love? 'Cause you lot turned me on is why. Especially that other missus over there.
Oh yeah, that button on top of the safe.
Right you are, Governor.
Governor.
Can you come with us then? The others need to see this.
No, I can't. More's a pity. I can only go as far as this cable here will let me. I got internal batteries, but they're knackered. Matter of fact, that's why I was here for maintenance in the first place. The same goes for these other blokes too. Of course, they ain't connected to a power cable like I am, so they aren't going anywhere anytime soon.
Okay. I see. So you aren't gonna answer my question?
Huh? What question is that?
I asked you how your shoulders can get stiff if you're a robot.
Right, so you did. Not sure why you've got to bug up your arse about that particular issue, though.
Well, I mean, I guess it's not really important, but I'm just curious, I suppose.
Curious, are you? Well, that's a good word, that is. A good, powerful word. The kind of word that will set any robot's heart aflutter. Let's get you sorted then, shall we? Just lend me your lords and peers for a tick.
Okay.
So, how can a robot get stiff shoulders? And what does pain mean to a robot?
Yeah, tell me all about it.
You ever heard of the Chinese room?
Chinese room? Without waiting for an answer, Golem launched into his explanation. Somewhere a pretty young girl is trapped in a tiny room. The door of the room has a slot that a number of Chinese people outside the room can use to slide slips of paper to the girl. On the pieces of paper are questions written naturally in Chinese. Unfortunately, the young lady has no idea what the questions say. But then how could she? She's never learned Chinese. Apart from a Hong Kong action movie or two in college, she's never even heard of it. So for this unfortunate young lady, each note looks like nothing more than a bunch of strange symbols. Before she was locked away, she was given an order. Specifically, she was told to write an appropriate response to each question she received, and slip that answer back through the slot. Once the Chinese questions begin to show up, however, she finds herself at a loss. Oh dear, she says to herself, why can't I read these at all? Whatever am I to do? It is at that moment that she spots a bookshelf. The bookshelf is filled with thick books. Upon examining them, she discovers that they are some sort of Chinese phrase books. They have no explanation of what anything means, but show Chinese responses to Chinese questions. Am I supposed to use these? The questions keep coming. More and more and more of them. She finds the set of characters that correspond to the set of characters on the paper, carefully writes out the indicated response. How's it going? It's awful. Please get me out of here. Are you hungry? Yes, I am. I haven't eaten anything since breakfast. Here they give her some twice cooked pork. Are you full? Yes, although I don't think my stomach liked it very much. Do you have a boyfriend? Yes, I'm dating a reggae dancer. When was your first kiss? When I was 14. He was a grade ahead of me in school. What color of underwear are you wearing? Black. What's the first thing you're going to do when you get out of this room? Beat the stuffing out of whoever's sending me these questions with the pan you twice cooked pork in. All these questions were written in Chinese, and the answers were also written in Chinese. All the young lady did was accurately copy the symbols from the phrase books onto the slips of paper with no idea what any of it meant. Incidentally, she doesn't have a dancer boyfriend. In fact, she's never even kissed a boy, although she's wearing white underwear. Or also, she's wearing white underwear. Anyway, why does any of that matter?
Yes?
Is there any particular reason this girl is, pretty? Or why we need to know what color underwear she's wearing?
Can't say there is. Just tickles me fancy, I guess. But the prettier the bird is, the more fun the story is, isn't it?
Sure thing, dude. Sure thing. I can't disagree with that. Exactly! It's like this robot's reading my mind. What? I mean, I didn't say that.
Right. Well, what I wanted to say was this. All them Chinese blokes outside the room didn't know nothing about them books what she had. So it follows that they would have thought whoever was inside spoke Chinese just like them. You see? After all, far as they can tell, they're having a nice little chinway with one of their countrymen.
Okay. Okay, interesting, but what does that have to do with your shoulders? Or a robot feeling pain?
You thick? I feel pain when my body's having a spot of bother. Well, hold up, mate, this ain't right. We keep this up and we're buggered. If things go really pear-shaped, we'll be brown bread. So says the central computer to itself, seeing that things are a bit bollocksed. In the interest of extricating my body from this unpleasant predicament, the mainframe sends out a signal over the wireless, and my software interprets that signal as pain, and I stop doing whatever daft thing I was doing. It's the same, innit? Just like the Chinese room.
So you're saying the robots feel pain differently than humans, right?
Use your loaf, missy. You listen to a word I've said. A human feels pain when you do something you shouldn't, like sit your bum down on a tack, right? Same thing for us robots. If you feel like being clever about it, there ain't really that much different between a human and a robot. Forget all about that mainframe and signal box, and us golems ain't that different from the bird in the room. So think about it, love. How do you know humans ain't the same, just without all the electronic-y pony, huh? What if, when someone asks you a question, all you're doing is pulling out the right answer from some sort of phrase book in your brain? Ain't no way to prove that, of course, but far as I can see, there ain't no reason to. I mean, it's all the same, innit? If you're actually a thinking creature, or if you're just some kind of language processing machine. All what matters is if the person next to you does what a human ought. Looks like a person, acts like a person, and talks like a person, then it's probably a person. You want to live a normal life? That's all you need to know.
Huh. Solid points. Solid points. Very interesting. Why is this happening, by the way? What is with it? What is the point of all this? Anyway, can I ask you something?
Lay it on me, Governor.
Why'd you stop us?
Ha! Right you are, mate. Right you are. Got so carried away I near forgot. I haven't seen anyone for yonks, and I got a mite excited as all.
Just spit it out.
Right. Well, there was something I wanted to tell you, lot.
What was it?
Patience, darling. Now, I know I might look a bit out of sorts in a moment, but I ain't really supposed to. Same thing for the rest of the blokes here. Fact is, the reason we look a bit like skeletons is because we are a bit like skeletons. There's this special artificial biological tissue what's called ABT. When a golem's all new and shiny, they've got a nice suit of ABT over that metal skeleton.
A nice suit of ABT. Are you telling me that K is one of these golems? I'm thinking he probably is. Interesting. Let's keep going.
Makes us look right human, it does. Even feels like real skin, with pores, a little bit of hair, and a few pimples, scars and the like. Truth to tell, I doubt you'd be able to tell the real from the fake, even if it was right in front of you. See, right in the middle
Command violation.
Command violation? What?
Rogue processes detected.
What?
Product ID
Oh.
GTM
Oh.
CMGOLM.
He's doing something he's not supposed to.
Executing emergency deactivation.
Aw, man. No. Our robot friend, though.
Unit GTMCMGOLM. Now inactive.
But I was enjoying his conversation. I just wanted to know what the hell was the point.
No other rogue processes detected in additional Golem platforms. Returning to surveillance mode.
Yay. Did Zero just shut him down?
It looks like it.
Damn it.
Wonder what he was trying to tell us.
If only he didn't babble on for fucking 15 minutes. Son of a bitch.
See, right in the middle of...
Right in the middle of what?
An ambidex gate.
Ah,
has
shit.
been
And this is
opened.
exactly what happened last time. Somebody opened the damn gate.
45 minutes remain until ambidex game
Alright,
polling
well,
closes.
let's see how this goes. What the
Someone
hell?
on the other team must have opened it.
Shit, why would they do that?
We have to hurry.
Right, let's go. Alright. Just like last time, somebody opened the goddamn gate. It's probably Dio like last time, because he's an impatient bastard. Alright, here we go. I wonder if Quark goes missing like last time, too. We're gonna find out. This is super interesting to me, baby. What was the whole point of that robot thing? Just to basically confirm that K is a robot? I'm wondering if that's what they just did with that whole situation. Or K is a golem. Golem! 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 That's a little watery. Not quite accurate. Anyway, let's see what goes on. Freaking Dio, man. Pushed through the magenta door and ran to the warehouse. There stood Dio and K. Hey, what the hell, guys?
Why did you open the AB gate before everyone got back?
I apologize. We only turned away for a moment.
Dio opened it.
You got a problem with that?
Of course we do.
Why? I don't remember us all promising we wouldn't open the thing until everyone showed up.
This isn't about promises. Promise me no promises. Are you stupid or just an asshole?
Probably both.
Yeah.
We were able to get back here in time. But what about the others?
That's what I'm saying.
Tenmyoji, Quark, and Clover are still out there somewhere.
You son of a bitch.
What were you planning to do if they didn't get back in time?
Nothing. Why would I have to do anything?
You're just
Did
gonna
you
let
hear
them
the
die.
voice? Anybody who doesn't get back in time to vote just gets their vote automatically set to
Ah, but we have a new rule now that we didn't have before. If both parties don't vote, punishments.
Seems pretty straightforward to me. So what if they don't get back in time? They'll all get set to ally and all three of them will get 2 BP. Sounds like a sweet deal to me. Tenmyoji's only got 1 BP. I figure he'll be pretty happy to get 2 more. And that'll put Quark and Clover up close to 9. So that's not too bad for them either. In other words, they ought to be thanking me.
Didn't you guys find a note?
What? What's this?
We found it in our safe.
Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, 1 person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. What the
Yup.
hell, man? This wasn't in our room. Back me up here, guys.
He's right.
There was no such note in our safe.
Oh, well, damn. That's a bummer. I'd never have opened the gate if I'd known about this. Of
Really?
course.
Really, though? You think I
I'm worried
expect me to
about the
believe
others.
this?
If time runs out, they'll...
They'll be penalized. Yes.
I know.
Quark is part of that team. Maybe something happened with him.
Maybe. He seemed a little off before we headed into the chromatic doors.
This is bad.
Kind of freaked the fuck out. Okay, so now what? What do we do now? Hey, wait a minute. Where's Alice? She was here a minute ago. She probably went to go look for Clover. Almost guaranteed to go look for Clover. Oh wait, maybe not. Took me only a moment to spot her. Never mind. What is she doing over there? She was several yards away and kneeling down to look at something on the floor. What she was looking at, I couldn't tell. I was about to head over and see what was going on when... Is it going to be all of them? Oh, man. Let me guess. Quark's missing. Whoa, hey guys.
Quark, has Quark been here?
Did something happen to him?
He disappeared.
Disappeared? What do you mean?
I mean, he's gone. We can't find him anywhere.
When was the last time you saw him?
We were heading back here.
Tenmyoji and I went into the lounge, but Quark didn't follow us.
We turned around and started calling for him, but...
When he didn't respond, we ran back the way we'd come.
And you couldn't find him?
Right.
We thought maybe he just hadn't seen us go into the lounge.
So we checked the crew quarters and the infirmary.
But he wasn't there either.
Huh.
All right. We need to split up.
God
if we
damn it.
can't find him in any of the floor A rooms, we'll move to floor B.
Okay.
To floor
I
B
need
we
to go
go.
tell Alice. You guys go on ahead.
Right, you do that. But I want to know what she was doing over there. What was she doing over there? What was she doing over there? Okay. Well then. Hey. Quark! Quark! I feel like we've done this already, but, you know, we gotta go through it anyways. Nobody there. Nobody there. He's not here. I checked both rooms.
He's not in the other two either. There's no one here.
Tenmyoji and Kay are in the lounge. Dio and Luna should be checking the infirmary.
Right. Okay. Let's leave that to them and head to floor B.
Let's do it. This is definitely different. Definitely different. Especially now that we know at least one person from each group has to vote. Although, well, no, technically we got everybody back now. We don't even need Quark, but still. Definitely interesting. You went through the red door with Dio and Kay, right?
Yeah. So?
What was on the other side of that door?
You want to see it?
Yeah. Maybe Quark went there.
Fine. Follow me.
Alright. I don't think we've seen what's on the other side of the red door, have we? Have we? Because the treatment room's the one we went to last time. What was over here? Did we go over here? The pantry. Oh, we got a glimpse of this place. That's right. This is...
The pantry.
Pantry.
That drawer over there is stuffed with processed food. Wasn't half bad, actually.
You ate it?
Yeah. There was some paella, nasi goreng, schnitzel, yukejang, borscht, and tom kha gai.
That's a lot of different kinds of food.
Oh, and I ate the chef's pasta, too.
That's a lot of food, man.
Can't help it. I'm a growing girl.
How old are you?
20, I think.
You think? You're just not sure because time has passed? Whoa, 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 whoa. Just stop. I don't even know where to start here. 1, by the time you hit 20, you're done growing. 2, you think? You should be old enough to know how old you are. 3, how on earth are you 20? You look like you're 13 if you're if you're a day. I can't believe you're only 2 years younger than me.
Now that's funny. You must have done a lot of drugs to look like that at 22.
Damn, harsh girl. Oh, give me a break, you little punk.
Don't call me little. I'm an adult, you dried up asshole.
Ooh, man, fucking harsh. Who you calling a dried up asshole? Your asshole's dried up. Shut up. Yeah, fine, whatever. So this place has enough food to keep people alive for a few years, huh? Looks like this stuff isn't going to expire anytime soon.
Yeah. The use-by date is about 100 years from now.
How about the water?
There's a tank over there. It looks like they're pulling it out of some kind of well.
Is it safe?
Well, since Dio isn't rolling around on the floor in agonizing pain, I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's okay.
You made him drink it to make sure it was safe?
I guess you could say that.
So you ate all the food without a second thought, but the water struck you as possibly dangerous?
No, I was careful with the food too. Dio had some of it first, and it seemed fine, so I... Oh, I almost forgot. I
What?
ate something else. Twice cooked pork.
Oh, shit! Why does that matter? Oh, for God's sake! Why the hell are you shouting about that? Wait a minute. Twice cooked pork?
What is it?
Well, that just reminded me of something.
Reminded you of what?
Why was she so excited about it? That's what I want to know. I know why it's exciting. Because we heard about it from the robot, but why does she... What? Anyway, it reminded you of what? This might seem hard to believe at...
Bullshit.
Oh, come on. At least tell me... Let me tell you first. Alright. So I proceeded to tell her about the robot. I explained how we found a room called the GAULEM Bay on the other side of the green door, and how we'd met a robot there named GAULEM, who told us a very interesting story. Okay. Cool story, bro.
I see. So the Golem guy was turned off just when he was about to tell you something. So the last thing he said was, see you right in the middle of... Right in the middle. Middle could be from Middle Kingdom, which is another name for China.
Well, this was utterly pointless.
Really? I don't think so.
Please, explain.
Well, maybe he was trying to say that this game is like the Chinese room. In other words...
In other words...
Sigma, Phi!
In other words, it doesn't matter because Luna's still alive. That's probably a good sign, right?
There you are. I've been looking all over for you.
What's going on?
Something bad. Something really bad.
Oh god, who died this time? Well, come on, spill it.
Alice. Alice is...
Uh-oh.
Just come with me.
Uh-oh.
She's in the crew quarters.
Uh-oh. But you're not dead. Or at least knocked out, as I hypothesized last time. I still maintain that Alice, or Luna, I mean, wasn't actually dead in that situation. Interesting, very interesting. And she's dead just like last time. Okay. What? This isn't real. All I could hear were Zero's words echoing in my ears. Your heart stops, your breath comes off. If you're ever in turbulence, it's hard to explain. Okay. You feel the sudden alien weightlessness of a long fall, and for just a moment you're painfully aware of the fact that you are in the thousands of feet above the earth, in a flimsy machine made by fallible men, kept aloft by a scientific principle that nobody actually understands. If you've never seen a friend dead, it's hard to explain, but it's a little like that. I knelt down beside Alice's body and pressed a shaking hand to her throat. No pulse. Her skin had already turned pale. The thing in front of me looked like a human being, but it wasn't being a human any longer. Why had this happened? I knelt there for several long moments, staring blankly ahead. My throat burned and my chest was tight, but I forced myself to take 3 progressively calmer breaths, then stood. I clenched my fist, took one last breath, and turned. Who found her first?
Me. I was looking for Quark on floor B and couldn't find him. So I came back here and, well, you know the rest. Hey, what's that look supposed to mean? You better not be thinking I did it.
Well, suspicion often falls on the first to discover a crime.
Indeed.
Fuck that. She'd already been murdered when I got here.
How do you know she was murdered?
What? Come on, it's obvious. She's got a knife sticking out of her chest.
Oh, the knife is sticking out of the chest this time. Was the knife sticking out of her chest last time? I don't remember. Maybe it was. You can't even tell that there's anything there if you look at this unless you like stare at it for a minute.
Does that look like an accident or a suicide to you?
How do you know the weapon was a knife?
What?
All you can see from here is the handle. For all you know, it could have been an ice pick or some kind of tool.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true, but I mean, come on. Who wouldn't look at that and assume it's a knife? And it's not fair to suspect someone just because they happen to be the first one to find the body. If you want to be like that, then the last person to see Alice is the person you should be looking at.
Who was the last person to see her?
I need to go tell Alice. You guys go on ahead.
Alice, why? This wasn't supposed to happen. You promised me we'd catch them together. Don't do this.
Clover?
I can't trust them anymore. It could have been any one of them. They killed you, Alice. I can't forgive them for that.
Oh shit. Are we gonna have one of those situations from the last game with Clover? Oh no. Oh no. We know what Clover's capable of. We know.
I'm going to get revenge.
Oh no.
I'll find out who killed you. And I'll
Oh no. Hey, Clover.
Shut up! Don't you talk to me! I'm sorry, Alice.
Her voice shook as she spoke. Before anyone could say anything, she turned and ran out of the room.
Wait! Clover, come back!
Okay. Tenmyoji took off in pursuit, and I made to follow when?
It's pointless. Even if you caught up to her, she'd never tell you anything. Think it through. There are two possibilities. Either Clover killed her, or she didn't. If the former is true, then I doubt she would confess. If the latter is true, then I imagine she'll be just as reticent. After all, Alice and Clover seem to know each other.
Seem to.
In fact, they seem quite close.
Indeed.
It seems safe to assume that Clover is currently very suspicious of all of us. I doubt she would open up to anyone right now.
You seem pretty calm. Did you do it?
Not again. Well, if you really want to suspect me, please, go ahead. I'm beginning to feel rather accustomed to it. I would ask you to consider my motive for killing Alice. Specifically, the fact that I have none.
Well, yes, but none of us do. None of us have ever met Alice before, right? So why would we want to kill her?
You are correct, but only if the murder had a motive beyond, well, murder.
What do you mean?
Do you remember when we found the old woman? It seemed clear that her killer was Zero Senior, and that they were one of us. There is every reason to think the same person murdered Alice. Perhaps this person plans to kill us one by one. Perhaps the entire nonary game is just window dressing. Perhaps the only reason we are here is so that Zero Senior can kill us at his leisure, in a world of his own creation.
Why would anyone do such a horrible thing?
Presumably, because they enjoy killing. Zero Senior seems to be rather disturbed.
Hold on a minute. That doesn't mean they're one of us. There could be a 10th person hiding out somewhere.
No.
Well, why not?
There's no way Zero Jr. wouldn't notice that. And if he did notice, I really don't think he'd just let something like that slide.
But isn't Zero Jr. just an AI without a body? What could he do?
Maybe. But Zero Senior has a body. You think they'd really just let a 10th unwanted participant just run around murdering people?
Well, what if the 10th person is Zero Senior? Oh my god. Super yawn, sorry.
Not possible. At least not so long as we assume Zero Jr.'s statement to be the truth. Do you remember? He made it quite clear that the real Zero was one of us.
Did he, though? Thought about what Kay said. If the killer was Zero Senior, then who could be the killer? Dio? Luna? Kay, perhaps? Or maybe Clover? There was always Tenmyoji. Fi, maybe? No, it couldn't be her. I had been with Fi the whole time we were looking for Quark. There was no way she could have slipped away to stab Alice in the chest. Wait a minute. There was one person I'd forgotten. Yup, Quark. Seemed like a bit of a stretch to think a kid could kill someone of Alice's size, though. That meant there were 5 real suspects. Dio, Luna, Kay, Clover, and Tenmyoji. I'd leave Quark on that list if I was actually doing this. But anyway, where had Quark gone?
10 minutes remain.
Oh shit, I
until
almost forgot we gotta go do the
Ambedex
voting.
Game. All players, please enter
That's
your
what happened last
votes.
time too. I forgot we had to do the voting because people were dead, man.
Is recorded before the deadline has passed.
Yeah, automatically ally, we know.
Apparently Zero doesn't feel like this is worth stopping the game for. A blunt but effective way to make the point.
What do you mean?
We should get to the warehouse. It seems clear he feels no compunction about killing us. Should we disobey the rules? As such, I recommend we follow them.
Fine. If you insist. The others filed out of the room. I turned to face Alice. Alice, I'll find out who did this to you. I promise. I felt my stomach settle back into its normal configuration, and the fire in my chest melted the icy hand from my spine. I stood up straight, gave Alice one last nod, and walked after the others, leaving my regrets lying on the cold floor. But did you grab the bracelet? I don't think he grabbed the bracelet. I don't think I grabbed it, dude. Don't we need it? I think we need it.
Hey, look. 2 of the AB gates are closed already.
Probably Tenmyoji and Clover.
Wasn't he a pair? Doesn't Quark need to go with him?
As long as one person in each pair is there, it should be okay.
Sharing their destiny, huh?
Pretty much.
That's good news for you, Sigma. After all, You're a pair, but your partner is, well, I'd rather not say.
Yeah, I know.
Good luck for you, huh, Luna?
What? I don't understand what you mean.
Well, if Alice was still alive, you'd have a hard time choosing Betray. She only had 1 BP left. If you'd picked Betray, you could have killed her. Of course, that's not really a problem now.
Stop that, Dio. I would have chosen Ally regardless. I mean, Sigma's going to be my opponent, and I trust him.
Really? Should I trust you, though? That's the real question.
Haha. This is interesting. If one of you guys picks Betray, we are gonna get a show.
Dio!
Ignore him. How do you and Phi plan to vote?
You even gotta ask? Ally. Of course. Right, Phi?
I don't know about that. It's a difficult question.
What?
Well, if we choose Ally and Kay chooses the opposite, then he'll have 9 points. He can go through the number 9 door whenever he wants. But it's not as simple as just choosing Betray either. If Kay decides to ally for some reason, then you'd end up with 9 points.
So we should both choose Ally. Seems easy to me.
You're planning on betraying me, aren't you, Dio? As soon as you go through that door, it will be only the 2 of you in that room. I've no doubt you could overpower Phi, if you had the desire to.
Oh, give me a little credit. No one has more gentle points than me. You think someone of my stature would resort to violence? The nerve.
What?
This is just a thought, but why don't all of you promise to choose Betray? Then you wouldn't have to worry about anything. If you knew the other person was going to betray you, you'd have no choice but to do the same.
That seems pretty negative for you, Luna.
I'm sorry.
Nothing to apologize for. We appreciate your suggestion, and we'll take it into consideration.
And we'll take it into consideration. Now, would you kindly shut the fuck up and go to your own goddamn pod, bitch?
But unfortunately, I don't think it's a very good idea.
What?
See, my goal is to beat this game.
But Phi...
Maybe that wasn't the best way to put it. When I say I want to beat it, I mean defeat it. Completely. I want to get us all out of here. We haven't beat the nonary game until we're all out of this place. I guess we won't all be getting out anymore, though.
Oh, you mean Alice?
Yeah. At any rate, all of us choosing Betray every time is hardly ideal. We'd never escape.
Then what are you gonna do?
Kay needs to choose Ally. It's the only way.
How will you make sure I do that? I have no guarantee that she'll choose Ally as well.
Would you do it if I could give you that guarantee?
Well, yes, I suppose so.
You promise?
Yes.
Good. Let's do this. Dio!
Huh?
There's someone behind you.
What?
The moment Dio turned his head, Phi was off. With seemingly superhuman strength, she leapt through the air, across the room and through the AB gate. And left Dio's ass outside. Nice.
What the fuck? You bitch! God damn it, Phi! Open this fucking door!
Owned. He pounded on the door screaming, but it showed no signs of opening again.
Fuck!
He gave the door one last slam for good measure, then ran to the next open one. Uh-oh. Rule violation. Rule violation.
Pair detected. Please retry with valid partner. Members of a pair cannot vote in separate rooms.
What? Why the fuck not? This is against the rules. How am I supposed to vote? This is bullshit.
Disembodied voice doesn't answer questions. Disembodied voice enforces rules. So suck it, Dio. I see. This is how Phi can guarantee her choice. Dio can't vote now, so the chance that Phi would choose Ally just went way up. After all, if you pick Ally and she betrays you...
Dio will have 9 points.
Exactly.
But don't you think Phi might be worried that Kay will break his promise? After all, if he can be pretty sure that Phi is going to choose Ally...
You needn't worry. Her plan is very clever. I will definitely choose Ally.
Huh. You lied to me. What's the difference between you lying to me and lying to her? I guess the idea was he wasn't sure if he could trust me. I don't know. I don't know what that whole bullshit was with him betraying me then. Maybe he saw how the game was going and because people were dying, that's why he ditched out. I mean, that is what he said, but wouldn't he still be suspicious because Alice is dead? I don't know. Let's just see. We'll just have to wait and see.
2 minutes remain.
Yeah, okay.
We don't have much time left. Let's go.
Right.
Okay. Sigma?
Uh-huh.
You are going to choose Ally, right?
Of course. We both have 5 BP right now. Even if I did betray you, I'd only get 3 points. That's not enough to escape. So I'd have to wait until the next round anyway. Make sense?
Oh, I see.
Uh-huh.
Oh, nothing. Never mind. Anyway, you promised. You have to choose Ally.
Right, I will. Yeah. I mean, no matter what, in our best interest, even her best interest, is to pick Ally here because we have 5 points. There's literally no reason to pick Betray here unless I don't want to lose points. That would be the only reason. So if if Luna wants to screw us over, she totally could. I'm curious to see if she will. I think I'm going to go Ally just because its logic sense makes sense here. We're going to go with Ally because that's what we should do. Not because I think Alice will betray us. Luna will betray us. I keep calling her Alice. I keep mixing up the names. Not because I think Luna will betray us, but because I think Luna is going to play the game along with us. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Is she as nice as she's letting on, or is she still a two-faced, weird, too nice to be true person? That's what I'm wondering.
30 seconds remain.
Anyway, alright. Now, what am I going to do? Well, I guess there isn't really any question. After all, I promised Luna that I'd pick Ally. But what if she was lying to me?
I would have chosen Ally regardless. I mean, Sigma's going to be my opponent, and I trust him.
10 seconds remain until.
Well, like I said, I've already kind of made my choice here. I think we're just gonna go Ally. Obviously, when we have to backtrack and go back, we'll see what the betray one is. But I think in first guess, I would go with Ally here.
2, 1.
So we'll go with Ally. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Vote has been recorded.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed.
I'm mostly just curious to see if Clover and Tenmyoji are the ones that went in the other 2 pods, and Quark is still missing. And I'm also curious to see if any other votes change. Obviously, if Phi and K both pick Ally, everything's different this time around. So we'll see.
Thank you.
Let's fucking check, dude. I'm so curious to see how this ends up, and I'm really curious to see if Luna fucking betrays us too. That'll be interesting to see, because she's not going to have 9. There's really no reason for her to betray us unless she's going to be a dick. So we'll see if she's smart or just a biatch. Let's find out. Let's find out. Here we go. Yep, betray, because, wait, Clover picked Ally. Oh. Luna picked Ally as well. Wait, Clover picked Ally and Tenmyoji betrayed her. Oh, man. Oh, man. And that gives Quark 9. Wait. But was it Tenmyoji or Quark? Oh, that's the question. That's the real question. Okay, here we go. Let's see.
Have been assigned.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. There we go. Got a lot of people at 7 now because a lot of allies have it.
Thank you, Sigma.
No need to thank me. I just did what I promised I'd do. Anyway, thank you too.
It was nothing. I also just did what I promised to do.
Exactly.
Now we both have 7 BP.
Indeed.
This is the home stretch.
Yes, it is. I hope we'll get to pair up next round too. Probably not, though.
Because I'll choose Ally?
Yeah, you're an opponent I can trust.
If we were partners, you could pick whatever you wanted then, couldn't you? I mean, you'd get 9 points either way.
Whoa, hold on there. Why would I suddenly choose Betray? I've already chosen Ally twice.
You're right.
You right, you right. So let's choose Ally and get the hell out of here together. Sound good?
Okay.
Okay. Come on, why do you look so sad?
Well, it's just... there's a part of me that just can't feel genuinely happy about that.
Okay. Oh, you mean Alice?
Oh, yes.
We still haven't found Quark here either, huh?
That too.
Still, Quark's BP is 9 now. Technically, he's 1.
Why did you do that? Why did you tell me all that stuff for? Were you just lying?
No, everything I told you was the truth. You have to trust me.
I did! Look where it got me! How could you do that? You're such a jerk! How could I betray you after that? And then you...
I'm sorry.
Are you Zero?
What? No, of course I'm not Zero.
Then how could you know all that? Where did you find out about that stuff?
I told you,
Don't lie to me!
I'm not lying.
What stuff are you talking about here?
Forget it. It was stupid to trust you. I mean, there's no way.
Clover, this isn't about me. I made a mistake. I got someone involved on all this when I shouldn't have.
You mean Quark?
Yeah,
You did this to get Quark's BP up to 9?
yes.
But you've only got 4 points.
I'm not important. The only thing that matters is that Quark gets out of this nightmare.
What?
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Isn't it obvious? I'm going to look for Quark.
Hey, wait!
Okay, Tenmyoji didn't respond, just turned and walked off toward the magenta door. Clover started to follow, then pulled up short.
Ow.
Ooh! She spun on her heel and headed off toward the cyan door instead. Okay. So they're off to look for Quark, I guess. But now what? That's the real question.
What just happened?
What the fuck just happened?
I thought Clover had said she didn't trust any of us anymore.
Yeah, I know. But then she chooses ally? Tenmyoji must have said something to her before the last round started, but what? Come to think of it, didn't you choose ally too?
Yes, I did. Phi put herself in a situation where choosing Betray would be unwise. If she had chosen Betray, Dio would have 9 BP now. I concluded that her desire to avoid that outcome would be stronger than her desire to protect herself with Betray. And so, I voted accordingly.
So, thus, my robot senses said, logic prevails. See, dude, I'm telling you. Now his logic, to way like he's figuring things out with all this logic and shit, it totally would make sense if he was one of those golems. But is he though? Man, I want to know.
That was her guarantee?
Yes.
And didn't you choose Betray? You could be walking out of here with 9 points right now.
It's because you promised, right?
Yes, that too, I suppose.
There was another reason?
Yes.
What was it?
It's difficult to explain. I suppose you could say I felt a connection.
What do you mean by that?
Well, when we were investigating the pantry together, I felt that Phi was somehow similar to me. Something in me said, don't betray her. You could call it intuition, I suppose.
Cut it out. Gut feelings are bullshit.
Fine.
Besides, you don't get to have a connection with me unless I give you permission. And I don't remember doing that.
Man, I really do wish this had the 2D animation. I feel like she would have such a much more snarky look on her face all the time with the things she likes to say, with all the jokes she makes and shit. I feel like they just didn't do a good job with matching the expressions on their faces when they say things. Like especially with like Clover, which we've already established. I mean, I guess Alice's was okay. But yeah, like Luna just always looks surprised. It's just, they could have done a better job, is all I'm trying to say. But instead they went with this 3D weird graphic thing, and they didn't give them good expressions
You're acting
to
like
match
we're
up what they're
pals or
saying at
something.
least. Anyway.
Kinda skeeves me out, to be honest.
The hell, man? He did you a favor, now you're gonna give him shit for it?
You chose Ally too. Didn't you do that because you trusted him?
Not exactly. I just made him trust me. When we were in the pantry, I stuffed my face like an idiot. That got him to lower his guard.
What?
Did you really think that would be enough to convince him? I mean, if you were wrong, then he could have escaped and left you behind.
What are you getting at?
Well, I'm just thinking that maybe you felt some kind of connection to him too.
Oh, come on. How am I supposed to feel a connection for a guy whose face I haven't even seen?
We can fix that, you know? I might have a way we can fix that. You tell me.
Shut up.
Shut up.
If we could change the subject, where did Dio go?
Yeah, that's a good question.
He must have been here for the results.
Oh, I saw him leave. He checked the results and then left through the yellow door.
So where did he go? Good question. Suddenly the warehouse was filled with the groan and clang of metal doors grinding shut. Goodbye, AV rooms.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game.
Star round,
There
Stargates
is
required.
no
We already heard all this
Ambidex-
before. As many times as we want, huh? And that means...
As long as you have the star keys, you can play the AB game as many times as you want.
You probably won't be allowed to play it continuously, however. There's a period of time between when the doors open and when the polling ends.
Based off the last 2 rounds, I think it's about 45 minutes long.
Genius. So you can repeat the game once every 45 minutes or so.
Oh, that's right. Remember what Zero Jr. said?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Okay. Oh yeah. What are your bracelets, guys? Looks like I'm a magenta pair.
Me too. Looks like we're pairing up again.
Whoa, dude. The pairs and the solos are gonna be different. Interesting. Okay, so this time we pair back up with Phi. Okay. Okay.
Better than getting stuck with Dio, I guess.
Again. Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
I'm a yellow pair.
Who's the other one?
What about you, Luna?
I'm a solo, but I'm green.
Okay. Wait, green?
Yes.
Hold on a minute. Weren't the colors in the first game, for the first game, red, green, and blue? And we used those colors to open the magenta, yellow, and cyan doors, right?
Yes, that's right.
And then the next turn we had magenta, yellow, and cyan bracelets. And opened the red, green, and blue doors, right?
Yes.
But this time we've got magenta, yellow, and yellow pairs, but also a green solo? What colors are we supposed to open?
And where are they?
Good question. Oh man, nobody right here has seen those doors, have we? Interesting.
Well, we need to check the other bracelets before we make any decisions.
That means Dio, Tenmyoji, and Clover.
And Quark.
We'll need to check Alice's bracelet too. Anyone could just pick it up now.
Why didn't we?
I will try and find the remaining people and their bracelets. Quark will be my first priority.
I'll come with you.
Very well.
I'll go check on Alice's bracelet then.
And don't forget to, retrieve it. We'll likely need it to get through the chromatic doors.
Right. Sigma, can you come with me?
What? Okay. Let's go. I'm gonna have to see her again. I feel sick just thinking about it, man.
Shouldn't we decide on a time to meet up? Just in case? Let's see. When do the doors open?
We've still got quite a while.
An hour and 21 minutes.
Then let's take half of that. What do you say we all meet back here in 40 minutes?
Sounds good to me. 40 minutes, baby. Let's go. Kay and Luna step through the magenta door and out of the warehouse. Hey, you don't, think that Kay's the killer, do you?
Maybe.
Maybe. But if he is, then Luna's in danger.
Maybe.
Maybe?
You're
Damn
not
it,
one
Phi.
to talk. I didn't see you stopping her.
Well, yeah, but I just had this good feeling that I could trust him.
A gut feeling, huh?
Yep.
Sure you're not the one who's feeling a connection to our armored friend? I mean, all that plating is pretty flattering to his figure.
That's not it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Have you considered that it might be Luna?
No, that's not possible.
Why not?
Because Luna didn't need a knife to kill Alice. When we played the last round, Alice's BP was 1. Luna was playing against one of us, or against one of us, against the two of us. All she had to do was convince us to vote ally, and then she could have killed Alice easily.
She would have just had to pick betray. But if
Exactly.
she'd done that, do you really think the rest of us would have let her get away with it?
Probably not.
We'd probably have tied her up or locked her away or something. Besides, there's no way in hell Alice would have chosen ally. The only way to get an ally vote from your pair would have been to physically overpower Alice. Or trick her like I did with Dio.
So what? You're saying Luna's the killer?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying the possibility exists.
I'm still thinking it's possible, that's for damn sure.
Even if she was, I don't think we'd need to worry about Kay's safety. He's got a full suit of armor. I'm betting he's pretty hard to kill with all that on.
Probably true.
Alright, I think that's enough of that. Let's go check Alice's bracelet.
Let's do it. Because I want to see that dead body again. Or are we going to find something weird? Let's find out. You know what else we need to do? We need to pick up that fucking thingy that opens up the back of Kay's head. Don't forget, yeah, Alice is the one that took it, right? So that's missing as well. Unless it's still there. We're gonna find out. Clover's here. Clover. Hey, come on, don't run away.
Run away?
Well, sure like you were trying to get away from us.
I wasn't running away, though I just don't want to talk to you.
Isn't that pretty much the same thing? Look, running away isn't gonna do you any good. Don't you want to find out who killed Alice? Well, you're not gonna be able to figure out that unless you talk to people.
I don't need to.
Why not?
I already figured out who did it.
And how did you do that? Who was
I can't
it?
tell you.
Why?
You might be working with them.
Who's them? Who is them?
Both of you could be in on it.
In on what? Oh, come on. Of course we're not.
Forget about it. There's no point. Doesn't matter what you tell her, she's never going to believe you. Just tell us one thing, Clover. How did you know who it was?
I noticed something.
And what was that?
Alice figured it out too, before she...
What was it?
Why don't you figure that out yourselves? Anyway, I gotta go.
Hey, wait, Clover. What did she notice? Well, there she goes. Ah, shit.
What's wrong?
I forgot to ask Clover what color her bracelet is now.
Oh. Really? That's it? Calm down. She's a cyan pear.
You saw it?
Yeah. Snuck a peek at it when she ran by. And it looks like Alice's is a blue solo.
She reached down and casually picked Alice's bracelet up off the floor.
I'll hold on to this.
Yeah, good idea. I wonder what it was that Clover noticed.
You mean what Alice noticed? Were you even listening?
Fine, what did Alice notice? Vi didn't answer. Instead, she knelt down and began to examine Alice's body. What are you doing?
I'm investigating.
What are you investigating?
What does it look like I'm investigating?
That ass.
I'm looking for any clues to what she figured out before she died.
Sorry. What else would you possibly be investigating?
Huh. Found something already. Have a look.
Whoa. Vi held something out. It was a handkerchief stained reddish brown. Huh. Is that blood?
Looks like it. It's darker than Alice's, so it's probably been on her since before she died.
If it's not hers, whose blood is it?
Maybe.
The lady? Do you think Alice killed her?
Who knows? She could have just found this somewhere for all we know.
And you think she figured out something from this handkerchief?
Can't say for sure, but it's definitely a possibility.
Okay.
So, time we moved on. We need to figure out what Tenmyoji and Dio's bracelets have changed to.
And we need to find Quark.
Yeah.
Let's take the blue door then. We should be able to get to the room Tenmyoji, Quark, and Clover went to that way.
Sounds good.
Alright, to the blue door! We get to go to, basically we get to go to the room that I went through when I that was the door I picked. So we're gonna get to go through, well actually, originally, what the hell room was it? The rec room? I wonder if a different door opened for them. Since we got to go through the rec room last time, I wonder if they got to go through a different room. It'll be interesting to see, because then that definitely changes who pulls the switch matters on which door opens on those when you have the 3 door choices. That definitely is interesting to me. So let's see what happens.